Hey, what up, peeps? This is Byron. Today I am reviewing on a newly released plus my second favorite superhero film for 2019 based on the character of the same name, and that is Shazam. Now, this will be the very first video for me to use the pics from the film to show you what I'm talking about and such. Now, the movie is basically where it begins with a couple flashbacks where Thaddeus Savannah and his wealthy family were on their way to get to his grandpa's house in New York City for Christmas when he was a kid, as he was summoned by a wizard named Shazam, but he wasn't chosen as his champion. There is also a flashback where Billy Batson was with his mom at some winter festival as a little boy who went ahead and made himself lost after, trying to find his mom after getting something he was chasing after out of the ground. After the incident, he would have to be in an orphanage living with his new foster family, all because of the fact, spoiler alert, but Billy's mom left him behind on purpose as he was still lost after she saw her son without coming to him. You know what, guys? That is heartbreaking. As of his modern life, Billy Batson is now a 14-year-old boy as an orphan who turns out to be a troubled boy. In school, Billy's adoptive brother and a best friend named Adam Brody gets jumped by two bullies who like to beat the heck out of him. As Billy gets chased by the bullies until he gets into a subway, it takes him into another dimension. When Billy walks to another dimension that he just went into, he meets a wizard, as I mentioned before, named Shazam, who chooses Billy as his true champion. All he has to shout out is the word Shazam to transform into an adult superhero named Shazam, but he's still a kid at heart. Throughout the film, Shazam, or Billy Batson, whatever you want to call him, practices his abilities to fly, use strength, and even using his electrical power. And he fights crimes as well, like there was a scene where they show Shazam that he's bulletproof. As he defeats the robbers who try to rob a convenience store, even before he defeated them, he was like, "You're dead." Oh wow, that was the best scene I'd ever seen in my life, even in the trailer as well. Especially when Shazam tells everyone that he's a superhero and that he apologizes to the cashier for shattering the window. However, a villain named Dr. Thaddeus Savannah, a physicist who grew up as an outcast in his wealthy family, has gotten the Rock of Eternity, even though he wasn't chosen to be the Wizard's champion. He went ahead and killed his family members at his dad's meeting, and he even tried to defeat Shazam so that he could get his powers. And it's up to Shazam to put him down and take Thaddeus' Rock of Eternity powers out of his body before anything in Pennsylvania could get worse. Okay, so I don't want to spoil the rest of the film, so for right now it's just basically the plot of the film. You know, I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed Shazam. It even took me by surprise. You know, Asher Angel did really good as Billy Batson, Zachary Levi did good as Shazam. Even Mark Strong did good as Dr. Thaddeus Savannah. But one thing I didn't know, though it's never talked about in the film, is that Shazam stands for Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, or Kyle's, I don't know how to pronounce it, and Mercury. Overall, this movie did everything to be relevant as the comics themselves. It made $327.1 million at the box office, which is cool. The movie itself had characters with personalities that were unique in different ways. The comedy stuff they did were as hilarious as I expected. The plot was very well written. And the battle scenes were completely action-packed. By the way, you know how Black Panther is my #1 favorite Marvel hero of all time? Well, I gotta say, Shazam is actually now my #1 most favorite DC comic hero of all time, and it's my second favorite superhero film, along with Black Panther. But you know, I like the way how DC Comics is doing with its superheroes, filled with popularity, and the ones we know and love, like Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and even Aquaman. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Marvel, but I like DC Comics as another company that would make fictional superheroes, even in comics as well. I mean, yeah, it's just pretty cool. Oh, and one more thing. Since Shazam did really well with everything they could to make the newest superhero film of the year, it deserves 4.5 out of 5 stars. And that's right. It's awesome, amazing, hilarious. It's just a lot of fun to watch. Okay, now before I sign off, I just want to let you know that I really apologize for not making some movie reviews recently. It's just that work's been getting in the way, school's been getting in the way, life's been getting in the way. Had to do some business stuff, especially with other videos. So be sure to hit the like button, also subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching this review on Shazam. I'll see you next time. Till then, this is me, Triple B 780, or Byron the Multiple Interests Man, signing off.